Last Hours of Madame Blavatsky, taken from the editorial content of the June 1891 edition of The Path magazine, read by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Last Hours of Madame Blavatsky. Only meagre details of the departure of HPB have reached the Path. She had felt better the evening before, had dressed and come into her sitting room, and had asked for her large chair and her cards, but the latter she soon laid down. The doctor brought a consulting physician, and both ordered brandy to pull her up to strength. She passed a restless night, but in the morning was better, and the doctor pronounced that she was going on well. Mr. Mead went to Holland to recuperate from his illness. The Countess Wachtmeister and Mrs. Oakley went into town, and Miss Cooper and the two nurses remained with HPB. A few hours later the change came, and Miss Cooper called Mr. Wright and Mr. Old. HPB was unable to speak, but was conscious to the end. Death was caused by a clot of albumen touching the heart. Mr. Wright, Mr. Old, Mr. Price, and Mr. Brown lifted the body from the chair to the bed, where the nurses took charge of it. Telegrams were sent off in every direction, and work went on all night in printing and sending out notices, etc. Everyone kept cool and worked effectively, so that there was no confusion or flurry, despite the deep sorrow. The death was registered, all legal steps taken, and arrangements made for the cremation. The invitation to Theosophists, especially noting that HPB's request was that no mourning should be worn. The cremation had place at Woking, 25 miles from London, on Monday, May the 11th. The day was beautiful, and the drive of 2¼ miles from the station was past fruit trees in full bloom. In the small plain chapel of the crematorium were gathered about 100 friends. The coffin, covered with blue cloth and decked with flowers, was carried by 4 TFS. After a eulogy and exhortation by Mr. Mead, it was borne into the crematorium. The funeral ceremony was very simple, solemn and impressive, and it seemed as if each person present was communing with the great soul just gone away.